Yeah, here we go. Okay. So the government has come with an ordinance. Government has come with an ordinance to insert section A. So in your notebook, okay, yeah, all of you switch on your video also. Okay, in the section A has been added into the IBC. Okay, yeah, IBC has been added. Okay, through an ordinance. Okay, what is an ordinance? Ordinance is a law-making power of the executives. So in this case, it is the president. Okay, it is also available in the governor's case again, but in this case, it is a president. Okay, president can make law when there is parliament not in session. When the parliament is not in session. So this is actually a polity term. So this we learn in our Indian polity. We have learned this also. Can anybody tell me what is the article about the ordinance? Ordinance is Article 123. Okay, Article 123 is an ordinance under which, okay, when Parliament is not in session, either one house or both the houses not in session, at the time the President is empowered to make a law. Okay, so President makes a law, and that law is known by the name ordinance. Okay, so ordinance is a temporary law. Is a temporary law. Okay, it is available only for 6 months. Okay, we can extend that beyond also possible, but means again you have to reproclamate. This is possible only when the parliament is not session, only when the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha or both the houses not in session, because we know whose responsibility is to make law. It is a responsibility of parliament to make the law. It is a responsibility of parliament to make law. So when the parliament is in not session, the what is that? The president will make the law, and that law is known by the name ordinance. Okay. So since we know that the session is not started, like we wanted to start monsoon session. I think they are saying that they'll start a virtual session. That means video conferencing like this. We'll wait and see. Okay. So as of now, right now, there's an ordinance passed by the president to make this law. Okay, or to make an amendment in the existing law. So what has been added? What has been added is the section 10A has been added into the IBC. Okay, this IBC was passed in 2016. Okay, IBC means insolvency and bankruptcy. Copy down this: insolvency and bankruptcy. Insolvency and bankruptcy. Okay, what is insolvency means? Insolvency means something where you are not able to pay your debts. Okay, you are supposed to pay an EMI on particular date and you didn't pay. That means you become insolvent. Okay. And bankruptcy means it's a legal term. It is a pronounced term, you can say. Bankruptcy means a resolution has been reached. That means you cannot pay, and whatever you could pay, you have paid, and it is settled. Some kind of settlement happens. It becomes a bankruptcy. Insolvency means you are unable to pay. You are supposed to pay on what's it, 11th of June. You wanted to pay, but you didn't pay. That means you are in insolvent. But if you pay back by 15th of June, you pay, then you are coming out of insolvency. Okay. But bankruptcy is a permanent time. That means you have been bankrupt. Okay, that means legally the court will say that you are bankrupt, you cannot pay, and whatever is possible from you, they'll take it away and they'll leave you. Okay. Have you seen one old movie, Shivaji movie, Rajinikanth movie? You don't watch movies, Shravan. By the way, are you guys there in the class? I'm talking. Sri Priya, Anmol, I wanted you guys to switch on the videos. Nobody's there. Are you? No reaction?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, over there. Understood, madam, what I was talking till now? Doubt?
No, sir.
Yeah, see, I was telling that Shivaji movie, what happens, he is bringing some crores of money and he is putting to make a medical college, something he'll do. Okay. But he'll become bankrupt. At the end, he will give up his car, his bungalow. Then at that, he will give his watch also. Remember, that kind of situation is known as bankruptcy. That means things have been settled. They have been done. A liquidation has been done. What is liquidation? Means the selling of asset. Okay. So I hope I'm not confusing you guys. This term has to be learned. Okay. Yeah. First is insolvency. Tijo, can you switch on your video? Insolvency. Okay. Second one is bankruptcy. Okay. And the third one is liquidation. Liquidation means selling of assets. Okay. Okay, but that means it is possible for an individual also, and it is possible for a company. So this IBC law is applicable for the individual as well as for the companies. Okay. Okay, so both company and individual can go for it. What is this? Is a kind of mechanism where you come out of the things like, yeah, yes, I cannot pay. So at the end, what to do? Something what will resolution has to be done, right? Company also not able to pay, so format of resolution has to come. So that is why these processes are coming. Okay, that means okay, liquidation. Like for example, you have something like 100 crore you have to pay, and you have net worth of some 60 crore. They sell everything and they settle out. Okay, 60 crore only he has paid. Okay, now they'll do some kind of liquidation is done and things are settled forever. Okay. So insolvency is a temporary, and this is a little more permanent. Both are very related. The solution can be a liquidation or it can be resolution also. Resolution means you say yes, I will pay it. Okay, I'll come to India and I'll give back all the money. Vijay Mallya is saying no. That is a kind of resolution. Like they'll come and they'll do some kind of, they'll increase the surplus. They'll borrow from somewhere else. They'll take money from some other assets. Okay, so they will solve. Okay, so you understand different stages, guys. Insolvency, you are not able to pay your debts. It becomes permanent. Yes, you are not able to pay. Two possibility. One is liquidation or resolution. Liquidation is a process where you sell your assets and pay off and close it. Resolution is a process where you are saying that I will pay, I no need to sell my asset. So I'll pay and I'll bring surplus from other sources, and that is the thing. Yeah. Is it clear, this process?
Yes.
Yeah, we go to this again. Okay. So this law was not there in India till 2016. But this one law was long pending, long pending. People did a lot of reforms in bringing the foreign companies to India, right? Okay, a lot of foreign companies came to India, and a lot of companies started building up their operations in India since 1991. Okay, and that is where we call LPG era, all these reforms. Okay, so what happened in India? There was like a lot of companies were coming to India and starting businesses was easy in India. I don't know the word. Starting business was easy in India. So a lot of businesses came out from internally as well as from outside. But what happened is if the company becomes loss making, they are not able to operate for some reason, and they want to close the business. That wasn't easy for in India. Okay, right now, since 1991, all the reforms were focused on bringing more companies to India, bringing more business from abroad, bringing more, asking more Indians to start businesses. So that reforms brought a lot of people into the business. But if the business is making loss, they want to close the business. That wasn't easy in India, and that is why in one economic survey it was known as Chakravyuh. Okay. Chakravyuh. Okay. Chakravyuham. Okay. You might have seen Abhimanyu's Chakravyuham. Okay. So it is like people are asked to come, and after that you surround them. They cannot go out. Going out was not possible in India. Exit policy was not clear in India. I know exit policy was not clear in India. Exit policy was not clear in India. I repeat, since 1991, Anumol, you are there in the class?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. 1991, lot of efforts have been made to bring a lot of companies to India. A lot of concessions have been given. So once they make losses, then they want to exit India. That is not possible. There are a lot of labor laws were there again. So it was very complex. They go to the civil court and takes years of years. Some surveys said we took at least minimum 5 years, okay, to resolve it. During that process, lot of issues were there. Okay, but that is why this government, that is the NDA government, has brought this 2016 IBC to make this exit process easier, right? On to make the exit. You are not making business in India. It's not possible. For example, you have seen Nokia was operating in India. Okay, so it has closed its business. So a lot of business want to close for some reason that they don't see any profit. They don't want, or there's some policy, something went wrong. They are not want to close it. Closing the business in India was not easy. Okay, that is why I said Chakravyuh concept is coming, where the business is not able to exit. So that is why we wanted a mechanism to exit from this, and that is what this IBC code 2006. Okay, what is the word code means? Okay, it is normally act, which you have seen, but here we are using code. Code means which is very comprehensive than the act. Okay, lot of like it is, let's say, very comprehensive, so it will be little above than the act. Act is only specific to certain things. Code is very broad. Okay. It gives lot of avenues for working on it further. Okay, so code is much more broader. That's what the word code has been given. Yeah, is that clear, guys? So far. So I told you like what is insolvency, then what is bankruptcy, what is liquidation, what is resolution, and why at all we wanted this kind of law. Okay, this kind of law was required because to make things easier when you want to exit from a business. Clear, guys? Okay. Now the current affairs is there is an ordinance made by the president, and he has inserted 10A, section 10A into the IBC code. Okay. Now let us go and see what it is. Okay. Yeah, clear. So far clear. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Now let us go into source. So hours after India went into lockdown, the finance minister announced the slew of measures to alleviate the economic crisis. This included proposed changes in the insurance. So because of the lockdown, they brought these changes again, because how you cannot pay your debts when you are not having any income, you will not pay your debts, right? So during lockdown, you are not able to pay your debts. So what the section 10A says is, since the 25th of March, okay, you cannot, nobody can file a bankruptcy against somebody. That means he is not paying and all. You cannot go and file a case in the NCLT. There are two things are there. I'll explain. Okay, I'll explain the 10A, then I'll come to the process. So 10A, which has been inserted now, it says that due to lockdown, we cannot have IBC on individuals or corporates because of the lockdown. They don't have income. Then they might have missed the dates of payment, or they are not paying, and we cannot file a case against them. That is what 10A. So 10A gives a protection to the people who are defaulting because of the lockdown. So it is applicable only from 25th of March. Okay, from there 6 months. Yeah, I don't know the date for this. So right now from there 6 months they are giving that no filing of bankruptcy on the people who are not able to pay their dues. Okay, so this is what this law in brief it talks about. Okay, so you know that this has been brought in as an ordinance. It was supposed to be coming very early, but they have brought in on 5th of June. If you want the date, on 5th of June, this ordinance has come into effect. Clear. Now, in this article, they are saying this ordinance itself is a problem. They're saying that the ordinance is not good, or you can say they want some kind of changes in this. That's what this argument. I will go into it. Yeah. So, Finance Minister Congress. Yeah. So, because of this, what happened? Banks, financial institutions, and insolvency practices. All these people did not have any idea because this announcement was not done. So at the end of the day, it was done on the June 5. Okay, inserted section 10A in the IBC. The government said the ordinance was promulgated because, underline this, why this was created. Lockdown has caused business disruption, which may lead to defaults on debts, pushing such companies into insolvency. Okay. Clear, guys? This was done due to lockdown. Shravan, where are you looking at the board? You are there. The TV is going on.
Yes, sir.
Watching some movie.
No, writing.
You are not seeing my screen. You are somewhere seeing. Huh? Writing.
No, watching, sir. I'm writing, yes.
No, you are always seeing like this. I saw some TV is going on. Ah, okay.
Phone down.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So lockdown has caused, write down this lockdown. This one copy down. Lockdown has caused business disruption, which may lead to default on debts, pushing such companies into insolvency. Okay, that is why we brought this 10A into this IBC code by an ordinance. And what they have done, therefore, it felt that they have suspended this section. Section 7, 9, and 10 has been suspended. Okay, suspended. That means those are the acts which was saying that if somebody is not paying, then you can file a case against them in the, no, you cannot go to the court. It is not a court. You can understand this. IBC, they're creating a separate forum where it will be completed with a time bound manner. That means that 4 years, 5 years, and not. It is 180 days. Within 180 days, it has to be solved. Okay. In extraordinary circumstances, you give for the another 90 days also. Anulsa, you are there. Good morning. So early. What's the time? 2:30, 3 o'clock. Anulsa. See, we should get inspired of people coming from Gulf regions. Okay, it's a very early time for them. Yeah, so under this section, they have removed the 7, 9, and 10. Yeah. So this sections which allowed anybody to file a case against the these people like who are not paying. Okay, that has been suspended. So in effect, 10A has been inserted to suspend 7, 9, and 10 sections. Clear, guy? What is clear?
Yes.
Yeah, Anulsa, well, what we're discussing is we're discussing an article in today's editorial. It talks about IBC. IBC means Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Okay, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, which is that any company is not able to pay their loans or any kind of debt. For example, they might have issued corporate bond. What is corporate bond? A company can raise money by issuing a bond also. Okay, that is also not paid. So any kind of default is there and it is not paid, then this allows that you can solve it by a process of liquidation or resolution. Okay, so government has brought one ordinance. I'm also listening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Government has brought an ordinance in which they are saying that they are inserting section 10A so that due to lockdown, people are unable to pay now. For them, this bankruptcy will not be applicable. We cannot file bankruptcy during this period. That is 25th March to 6th month. We cannot file any bankruptcy because of the lockdown. This concession has been given. So in the ground, what they have done, they have inserted this section 10A and they have suspended the section 7, 9, and 10. Clear, guys? Done? Yeah. Now let us see. So what is 10A actually talks about? Write down this, copy down this word. 10A says no application for initiation of corporate insolvency resolution process of a corporate debtor shall be filed for default arising 25 March for the period of 6 months. So this is what it's saying, right on. No application for initiation of corporate insolvency. Okay. Okay, corporate insolvency, we cannot file from 25th March till the period of 6 months. Okay. And it can also be further extended if the government wants. Okay. Initially, they are giving 6 month. That is till 20th of September, this cannot be filed. Okay, it can be extended later for another 6 months also. Up to 1 year also, it is possible that you will not file the case against any in corporate, not individuals. I have to check whether it is applicable to individuals. But as if now they are saying for corporates, this is not applicable. Okay, so you can't file a case against the corporate. Okay, for 6 months at least. Clear? Okay, so what is saying that no application for initiation of corporate insolvency, no application for initiation of corporate insolvency resolution for a corporate debitor filed between 25th March to 25th September. It can be extended for another 6 months also possible. Okay. So that is what the actual content in the 10A. Okay. However, the provisions to section states that no application. Yeah. However, the provision into section states that no application for insolvency resolution shall be filed against the corporate debtor by a default occurring during the suspension period, while the main section 10 is suspension. Okay, so that is, you can leave it. In case of main player, only the provision therefore does not appear legally tenable. Okay. Yeah, write down this one. The problem in this, there is no clarity. Okay, there is no clarity on the, like it is a total blanket or for specific people. Mostly they have done total blanket. Means no, not we cannot fight. Okay. See, somebody have to voluntarily come and fight. Sir, I am not able to pay. I want bankruptcy. That is also possible, but this provision doesn't allow that also. Right? A voluntary bankruptcy filing also not allowed, or it has not been given exemptions. It is a total blanket. Okay, that itself is a problem. Okay. So a possibility of misuse of the law. Possibility of misuse of the law. Possibility of misuse of the law. Okay, this is what I am trying to say. See, suspense provisions, section 10. Okay, section 10s have given voluntary this one, which enables the voluntary insolvency resolution. That is also stopped. Okay, if you want to stop the voluntary this one, then it should be allowed. Now that they are not giving. This is difficult to understand. Such voluntary resolution should be made easier for the company specialists. So that is the one of the this one. Nature of the default. The ordinance supposed to consider every default. Yeah, this one is very important. Second point, the or problem with the amendment is every default has been linked to the pandemic. Okay, every default has been linked to the pandemic, but certain cases, yeah, who is that?
Sir, Animal, sir, please repeat 10A, session 10A.
10th A.
10A. I didn't understand, sir.
Are you 10A? You didn't understand?
No.
From the beginning, I am saying 10A, madam.
Okay, but now you said clear provisions, unclear provisions. Last paragraph.
Okay, did you understand? Okay, where did you? Okay, you didn't understand. 10A is.
What are the changes? That's only.
You understood? It is suspending 7, 9.
Okay, I understood that.
That you understood?
Okay,
then I
okay,
said,
yes.
Then I am saying that what from here to here you have to copy.
Yes, that's
no application for initiation of corporate insolvency process for a corporate debtor shall be filed between the period of 25th March to 25th of September. Did you understand this one?
Yes.
Then where is the doubt then?
So I think voluntary.
Yeah, then what? Yeah, fault. What are the problems in the 10? That is what you want, Namul?
Actually, sir, I want actually what is 10, then what is 10A? That's different.
Okay. 10 talks about that you can voluntarily come and say that I cannot pay, so give me a bankruptcy. So whatever asset is there, you can take it and I'll be sealed as a bankruptcy. So voluntary, you can submit application for bankruptcy. That is what 10 talks about. So this is also suspended using the 10 years, saying that 7, 9, and 10 will suspended. So the author is saying that that is not correct. So when a person is voluntarily want to come and give a bankruptcy, that should be allowed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So look at this one for you. So that is what actually I was explaining at the time. You said, so tell me what is 10A. Look at this. Notably, section 10A also suspends provisions of section 10 of the IBC, which enables the voluntary insolvency resolution. This is difficult to understand. Such a voluntary insolvency resolution should have been made easier for companies facing distress. So this is the first default. Okay. Second default, I told it is blanket. Everyone coming under that. For that, they're giving here. Every problem is not linked with the pandemic. Okay. Look at this. Audience appears to consider every default occurring during the suspension period as to be consequences of pandemic. That is also may not be correct. Already company could have been in the distress and only the lockdown could have aggravated. Okay, they might need bankruptcy even before this also. Understood? Anmol.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any other doubts, madam? Then comes the audience should have protected only such defaults which may occur the direct consequences of this one. But see, author is saying that only such this one. How to find out that so the lockdown has created or lockdown has not created this very problem. Okay. Just because you can write, you cannot write like everything. See here, the audience should have protected only such defaults which may occur by the direct consequence of the pandemic or lockdown. It is difficult to find out which is the direct consequence, which is not a direct consequence. So that is why you have to give this kind of resolution. Okay. And they're saying that it should be left to the determination of NCLT. Right now, NCLT is one organization. Okay. Then one more is there.
Judicial body, sir.
DRT. This is a kind of judicial body. There are two bodies are there under the IBC. One is NCLT, the other one is DRT. Okay. National Company Law Tribunal. Okay. DRT, I forgot actually something. Okay. Both are adjudication body. That means they give resolution, they give verdict. Okay. Both are right now adjudication body under the IBC. Adjudication means they give the verdict. Okay. The NCLT is for the corporate debt. Okay. Corporate. And DRT non-corporate. So individual will also come under this. Okay. Individuals. So these are the bodies which will take up the cases. Like the company is coming and saying that we cannot pay something. They are saying the bank is saying that we want this much money to be recovered. So that kind of resolutions. Okay. That kind of resolution takes place. It's like a court. Okay. So NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, is for the corporate level defaulting. DRT is for the individual level. So that is how it's coming. Okay. So what the author is saying that whether it is because of pandemic or not because of pandemic should be allowed to determined by the NCLT. Okay. Also, company defaulting on the payment before not from that right now. So 10A is giving protection only from the 20th of March on. So 24th you have filed something that will continue. Understood? So it doesn't give any kind of protection. Okay, on the 24th till that date. Okay, then comes okay, great. Till now, any doubts, Anolsa? You came a little late, madam. Okay, Anamol, Shripriya, Tiju. Okay. In addition to this, apart from this, what the government has done, the government has already done this one. They have raised the this one to 1 lakh to 1 crore. Okay. Right now, government has increased the minimum default amount to trigger a corporate insolvency from 1 lakh to 1 crore. Okay. A minimum. Okay. For what purpose? For example, you have taken 10,000 rupees from the bank. Okay. And you are saying I'm bankrupt. Give me bankruptcy, or the bank will file a case against you for 10,000. Not possible. Okay. The minimum triggering amount was 1 lakh. Now it has been raised to 1 crore. Okay. Minimum triggering amount for the corporate insolvency is now raised at 1 crore. This was probably done to protect the MSME from the insolvency petitions. Okay. However, this also operates against the MSME because they will now force to approach civil courts. Okay. Yeah. So this government has done in order to protect the MSME. Okay. But in case of voluntary, again, section 10, the MSME cannot go if their default is around 50 lakh. They go to the civil court. That means the process before the IBC court came into picture. So it will be against the MSME also. Right on that. For the government has come and increased the trigger amount from 1 lakh to 1 crore. So the MSME can file case only if they are coming at 1 crore or above. Okay. So anybody is below that, they cannot use the this one IBC asset now. Because of that, there may be a negativity for them also. They are saying. Okay. Then audience have opened itself legal challenges on the arbitrary. Fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you can leave. In addition to that, write down. Yeah, any doubts, guys? See, utilize this forum. Once you come to the class, you should go with the knowledge. Okay. Yeah, something else I'll tell you. I told you that exit. Tell me, who's that?
Sir, can you explain once again insolvency what it is?
Yeah, insolvency. Okay. Also, a company is there. Okay, a company or individual. Okay. They have a bills to pay. It can be a bond they have to give. Okay, they may be a loan they have taken. Okay, or they may have to give salary. Whatever the payments they have to do, they have to give one date is fixed, like 1st of July they have to pay. Okay. So if they don't pay on 1st of July, okay, it means that a company has become insolvent. That means you are defaulting the payment. The moment you are not paying on that particular day, in fact, you can say this: you are not able to pay your telephone bill, you are not able to pay electricity bill, any kind of payment you have to make, okay, and you are not paying that payment, that means you are insolvent. Okay, that means you did not make the payment, you are unable to pay the payment. Okay, now this insolvency can become bankruptcy if you are continuing to not pay for at least 180 days. You are not able to pay this. Then it becomes a bankruptcy. Okay, but bankruptcy is a legal term. It has to be announced by the court. Okay. So insolvency is normally we are insolvent because we are not paying, okay, on time. But the word bankruptcy will come into picture only when a legal term like NCLT is saying that yes, this company is bankrupt, okay, or the court is saying this person is bankrupt. Okay. So bankrupt is a legal term which is officially announcing that this person is unable to pay. So what is the possibility is we can go for liquidation or we can go for resolution. Okay. So whenever you are not able to pay, you are termed as insolvent. Okay. Okay. You may become a normal person by paying it later also. If you're not paid on 1st July, if you're paying on 15th of July, then you are coming out of the insolvent. You are not a bank. You are not going to a bankruptcy. Okay. So bankruptcy means you are confirming that I cannot pay at all. So take away whatever assets I have got and give me a resolution. That means leave me alone. Okay, kind of situation. That is known as bankruptcy. Clear, Tejo? Anolsa, confusing, madam?
Yes.
Yeah, Shavin, everybody understood? Now, so bankruptcy is an official statement. Yes, this person cannot pay, this company cannot pay. They want to close the business. So whatever is there, take them from them and leave them. Okay, that is a way. Okay, it may bring some loss to the person who has invested. Okay, but at the same time, it is not continuous. For example, I have given 100 crore to one company. Okay, I want to give. Okay, what is the company? Like I told you, Nokia has closed the business in India. Okay, so Nokia 100 crore I have given. Okay, as an individual or as a person. Okay, so this 100 crore is not coming because the resolution has not come. Nokia is not able to close the business. Okay, it is still hanging. So what I say, okay, you give at least 50 crore. And closed, I'll settle things. Okay. So some kind of resolution going to come, and people have to go apart. They have to go for other things. So that is why this bankruptcy is coming into the picture. Okay. Definitely, their kind of loss will be there. Some kind of this will be definitely there, but it is not lengthening the process. Like when and where, how much, and all this uncertainties come into picture. That will be closed within 180 days. That is what I said. This IBC gives for time-bound resolution. Within 180 days, this has to be resolved. Okay. So these things are making the exit of the companies from the business quite easy if they want to close the business. Clear? Everybody's clear. Now write down why this government brought this concept of exit policy. Okay, you have to talk about something called ease of doing business. Ease of doing business. Write down this. So this was required to improve our ranking in the ease of doing business. Okay, because I told you company will come to India. Okay, and because there are a lot of favorable conditions are there, like tax conditions are there, a lot of infrastructure, so a lot of incentives will be there for companies to come to India. But once they come to India and they want to go out of India, that wasn't possible at the time. So these people tell somebody like, "Hey, you don't go to India. It is like a trap. Once you go and you cannot come out." Okay. So what happens when this IBC was not there? New investments were not coming to India because of the fear that once you go to India, you cannot come out of that. Again, there will be a lot of legal terms. It took years to resolve it. Okay. So thereby, IBC has created good ranking for the ease of doing business. You remember we were around 135 and all before Modi came. So Modi hai, mumkin hai. Today we are under 60 or 70. Anybody can confirm what is the ranking? Anumol? 63. The rank is 63 now. Imagine from 135th rank we have come to the 63 rank. Okay. One of the reason was the passing of IBC. Okay. IBC, and it will also bring more investment. They're saying that, oh, if you go to India, if you succeed, you are good. If you're not able to succeed, you can anytime you can come out of the India. So no issues. So this will improve the investments in India. This will improve the investments in India. Okay. Then this will reduce the NPA. I'm talking about advantages of IBC because NPA is not getting resolved. The company is not able to pay. The banks are not able to collect. It keeps on going in a time-bound manner. Will be the banks will be collecting their money. So NPA will be reduced. What happened, Anusha, madam? Confusion, or I'm going faster?
No problem, sir. I want to read one more times that article, then I.
Sorry, I please unmute yourself. I mistakenly muted you. Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
No problem, sir. I need to read one more times that article, then I will understand.
Yeah, that you do it, no problem. But when you're into the class, if you don't understand, it's my responsibility to teach you what. Now, slowly, we went out of the article. I'm saying larger picture of the IBC. What I'm saying is it is helping the ease of doing business. Ease of doing business is a report published by World Bank, which ranks the country into how it is easy to start a business in the country. So India was in 135th rank. Okay, so that means very bad to start in India. From there, we have improved to 63. One of the reason was starting of this IBC because people coming to India need not worry. Like if I go to India, it's a trap here. I cannot come out of this one. Now they can say if you are not able to succeed in the business, you can close it and come. Within 180 days, it is allowed. So that is why it will improve the ease of doing business. Ranking it is getting improved, and it will bring more investment in the country, and there will be NPA will be reduced, non-performing asset. It is also dragging. So when the liquidation happens, what is liquidation, Shravan?
It is selling of assets.
Yeah, selling of assets. Like company had some land was there, some gold was there, some car, movable, whatever they had, all this they will sell and they'll encash it. That is known as liquidation. So that is done and it is paid to the people who were investors in the company. Okay. So thereby including the banks also will get the money. So it will increase the ease of doing business ranking. It will increase the investment in India. It will reduce the NPA. So banks are in better position. Then write down, it will also bring this one improvement in the corporate bond market. So what is corporate bond market? See, never hesitate to learn. Okay, like something term new coming, don't keep your okay, we learn. Okay. So corporate bond market is yesterday we talked about government securities, right? Government can issue bond to RBI and they get the loan. Likewise, corporate companies also, they can issue bond. You might have seen some advertisements sometime last year and all. Muthoot will say that doubling the money in 6 years, 7 years, 8.5% karke ad could have seen. Muthoot or Manappuram, I have seen Muthoot around. Like this, each company can send corporate bonds. That means they are collecting money from the public by issuing a bond, by issuing a paper saying that I have collected this much money from you and I'll give you this much interest rate. Okay. In that bond also, you might have seen a rating. Okay. A AAA or BBB, something. This rating. Who does this rating?
Agencies like Moody's.
Rating agencies do this. Okay, that is very important. As per the norms from the SEBI, that you can issue bond only by getting a rating agency. Okay, rating agency has to rate it. Then only you can issue the bond. Okay, so this bond will be bought by the people. Now this market will be booming up because investors. That means if I am buying a bond, I need not worry. Okay, this company is not working, then I'll get something out of it. It is not completely going to be vanished. Okay, so write down the IBC will improve the corporate bond market because people will have faith on the companies. Because if the company is closing, the government, the investor will get something out of it. They will not be completely in loss. Okay, so these are the other advantages of IBC. Okay, guys. Code. Okay, code I told you. Entry, exit, I told you. Then lockup. Fine. One more point advantage of IBC you can say. The locked up asset will be freed now. Locked up asset will be freed That means there was one building. Okay, this building in under the case. You might have seen a lot of okay, the building is under case here. The person did not pay. So this will not be used for any purpose. The building will be there for 10 years, 20 years. So now what the building will be resolved. Okay, it will be used put for some other use also. So locked up asset will be made free. Locked up asset will be freed now. So that can be used for some other purpose. It can be a property. It can be something. It can be used for some other purpose. Okay. When we talk about this, I need to just not directly linked, but some way it is similar. Is have you heard about this word ARC? What is ARC, guys? Asset reconstruction company. Okay, asset reconstruction company. These companies will take the bad loan. Okay, bad loan means the SBI has given loan to Vijay Mallya. Okay, so he has to pay 1,000 crore. They are not able to collect. So ARC will come to the SBI, say that you are not able to collect. I'll help you. So I'll collect from you, but do one thing. You give me some commission. So instead of 1,000 crore, I will collect from him 1,000 crore, but I'll give you only 700 crore to you. Okay, so 300 crore is a profit for the ARC because the SBI cannot go and collect it. It is not their core business. Okay. So they'll give to somebody else. So these people are nothing but the collectors basically. They'll go and collect the money by all means. They'll send gundas also possible. Okay. So these people who are there in the they are in the business. Okay. The ARC, one of the biggest ARC companies run by the Reliance. Okay. And the anomaly is ironically, Reliance also has to pay some 50,000 crore to the banks. The default is also there. Okay, so ARC, something similar you should understand. It's a forum or a company which helps the bank to collect the bad loans. Okay, guys. So that is the thing. Yeah, any doubts? We're coming to the end of this editorial. Yeah, who will summarize one by one? Yeah, tell me, Shravin.
So an ordinance was passed. Section 10A was created to IBC on June 5th. It is since 1991. Reforms were made to bring more business to India, but accepting that process was complicated. And to ease that, IBC was created on 2016.
Yeah. Tijo, can you continue from there? Yeah, you have to unmute yourself, Tijo.
Since the video was on, I thought I am on unmute also.
I could have muted because when I talk, some disturbance will come. Go ahead.
So on June 5, they made an amendment on this, which is called 10A. They suspended 7, 9, and 10 articles of this. With this, they cannot file an amendment, like file a bankruptcy. What is that? They cannot file avoid
Correct, only go ahead.
insolvency. They cannot file an insolvency from March 25th onwards for 6 months. They cannot voluntarily file that also. But the problem with this is that all defaults are like considered as associated with pandemic, which might not be correct. So they are saying it should have been left to that bank NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, to decide whether it is associated with pandemic or not. That is what the author says as a negative for this 10A amendment.
Okay, very good. Sripriya, can tell me what is the impact of the IBC? Why the IBC was brought, or what is positive about IBC?
So starting business in India is very easy, but exit is to make exit process is very difficult. So to make exit process is easier, they are starting IBC.
No, once the IBC have come, what are the other positives?
Increase the investment in India,
Hmm.
and NPA will reduce. It also improve the corporate bond market.
Hmm.
Then locked up assets are free now.
Yeah, anybody has got any doubt? Shall we end up? Yeah, so editorials has come to an end. We'll go to the economy.